Hi guys, I'm Woodcraft Hamster and I thought I'd just do a very quick video for you today regarding a question I get asked quite often, which is where can I source my wood for carving? Now there are several different ways you can do this, and a couple I'm just going to sort of very quickly skip over. You can go onto public land and you can pick up things like deadfall. You can't cut it off live trees yourself, but if there's deadfall or if there's stuff that's been cut down by the forestry tree surgeons, they're generally very happy for you to pick up a couple of pieces. If you've got your own land or you know someone that does have their own land, it's also another really good resource. And also, you can also approach landowners. I mean, this can go either way. You can approach landowners and offer to assist them with sort of managing their woodland. Either they can show you the sort of the trees and the branches they want cut down, and then you can help yourself and that kind of thing. But what I really wanted to talk about today were tree surgeons. Now I was very fortunate enough recently to come across a tree surgeon just a few houses down from where I live, cutting down or limbing a neighbour's tree, and I was very fortunate enough to be given permission to take pretty much as I wanted. And this is something that I've done several times. Now you can either keep an eye out in your local area, or you can do what I do, and it's basically whenever I'm driving around, if I happen to see a tree surgeon or a tree surgeon's van, I'll normally pull up, have a quick chat with the guys, see what they're doing, whether or not the wood is being put aside for something special, and occasionally tree surgeons will keep certain types of wood, generally woods that are good for firewood, and they will keep those by, season them and sell them on. But actually what I have found, and having spoken to quite a few tree surgeons, most of them have a very tight schedule, and they're normally moving from one job to the next to the next. And anything that's too large to go in their wood chipper gets thrown in the back of their van, and they have to dispose of it at the end of the day. So they're normally very happy for you to take some of that wood off their hands, because it's only something they're going to throw away anyway. So that's my little bit of advice. It's only meant to be a really quick video. If you are looking for sources of wood and you don't have access to kind of woodlands and places like that, tree surgeons are a really good way of doing it. The guy I spoke to the other day was not only more than happy to hand me over as much as I wanted, he chopped a few bits down to make them more manageable for me with his chainsaw, and he also gave me his business card and said, look, if you ever need any more, give me a shout. If there's a particular type of wood you're after, let me know. Now I really like carving fruit wood, so I said to him, if you're ever going around things like apple trees and pear trees, that kind of thing, if you get any spare, if you happen to be passing where I live, just throw it in my front garden, I'll collect it later in the day. And he was very happy to do so. We'll see whether that happens. I mean, I don't expect the guy to go out of his way for that, but if he happens to be passing and he's got some in the back of the van, I may be in luck in him to do that. So what I'll do, I'm just going to pan the camera around very quickly for you guys, just so you can see what it is that I've got. But let me just see where my screen's pointing. So this here is all the wood that I took. It was all of the bigger branches and this kind of largish stump down the bottom here. And this is all eucalyptus wood. Now this tree in question has been there for quite a while. It's needed to be limbed for a little while. So I was just really fortunate it happened when I was at home, so I saw the guy doing it and I was able to ask him the question, and he very kindly said yes. But really that was it, guys, just a very quick video, just explaining to those of you that maybe hadn't considered it, that tree surgeons are a really good resource for getting wood for carving. The fact that they go around and they're cutting down different types of trees on a regular basis means that one day he might have a bit of birch in the back of the van, the next day he might have a fruit tree, next day it might be some sycamore, so on and so forth. And even if they're not cutting a tree down when you see them, you can always just tap on the window or have a quick chat with them and say, look, have you got anything in the back of the van? And as I say, these guys are normally very happy to sort of get some of this wood off their van and get rid of it, because it just means you've got something you can use. They no longer have to dispose of it. So anyway guys, hope it was useful and maybe giving you something to think about. Comments and questions in the box below. Hit like and subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I hope you'll all join me next time. Thanks guys.